Hey there, beings, people, other digital things. You're watching Help Be Mine. If this is your first time here, hey, I'm so happy that you're spending your time with me. My name is Danny, and I am your self-investment storyteller, which means I like to focus on self-development content. Here on this channel, it's about practicing positivity and creating those behaviors that helps us start and finish the project that we have for our definitive purpose in this life. So some of us may not have a purpose, but at the very end of the day, all I want to do is promote peace in a very creative and unique way, and that's what we're going to do here today. So I have my own brand, and I like to connect with those who are authors, creative entrepreneurs, and mindful advocates, because even though I'll be talking a lot about peaceful content and journaling, I also want to share AI tools that you can use as a creator to promote your work and promote your messaging. So today, first, I want to share with you a tool that I'll be using to help create an ad, and then I'm going to couple it with another tool that you can use in order to create your own ads if you're not creating ads from scratch. I didn't want to create it exactly from scratch, but I just was inspired by my day this morning. If you have not seen yet, I have my relationship over rules journal that I've been promoting, and I have been actually completing my habits. So one of my habits is to wake up in the morning, give myself 15 minutes before I touch any electronics and just sit in peace. And then I move into moving my body for 30 minutes, which is going to be that exercise, which ends up with a lot of dancing this morning. And then I have a green juice at the beginning of my day. And my green juice is primarily all grains. And then maybe I have a little fruit like a pear or an apple. And eventually I would move in towards not even having a pear and an apple. But that's what I did today. And after I got my green juices out of my body, I was feeling cute. I felt really cute. So I said, let me take a picture of myself as we do in America, USA, with a nice outside lighting to hit the door as I'm saying, hello world, here I am. Here I am to advertise love. Okay, so here's the pictures, friends, that I took this morning. And I said, you know what, this is cute. I can make an ad with this. So what my ad is going to be is a poem, because I want to advertise peace in a form of poetry with the ads that I've been creating so far. I just want those to be aligned. So I have ads promoting the journals, all the different types of equations on the journals has a poem attached to it. But here is the gay, as the people may say. I use ChatGPT to help me create the advertising poems for my journal. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this picture because, you know, it's a little bit of, hey, here I am world looking, okay? And I'm going to create a writing ad on top of that picture. What I did here is I went to ChatGPT this morning and I said, ChatGPT, write a poem that describes advertising peace with my thoughts, mindset, and behaviors. Speak to creating a world inside a world. Mention peace in the form of equations and give examples in the form of different equations that get us to peace using concepts of life. So then it gave me this poem, and I noticed that when I've been doing these poems, advertisements for my journal, they all start to sound the same, and ChatGPT uses the same words over and over again. So in my opinion, as far as, you know, poetry and those who are creators in the poetry world, ChatGPT has its benefits, but I think the essence of a human sharing their life story and their poems goes a long way. But since I'm using this for advertising and I'm not a poet, I love the poems that are generated for advertising purposes. So then I wanted to change a little bit. I wanted to see if they can do something different than what's been doing. But it's been doing for me in the past. So I think it's taking a little bit of my memory and then using the same structure. So I said, can we have a different poetry structure? And then it painted it out in a haiku structure. And then here is the results from there. And then I said, well, in this poem, I forgot to do more of an advertising and marketing thing. So with all of my content, I want to make it as if we're advertising peace. We're advertising harmony. We're advertising these things that's for our good. So I want to keep that theme throughout my content. So then I have this as a new prompt. I say, well, can you mention that peace should be advertised and marketed in a way where the world shifts from consuming those things that don't add up to peace? And then I got my final prize. So this is the poem that I'm going to use. I'm going to couple it with my picture, and I'm going to have the words on the side in order to promote this journal and also promote the website, which is peaceequations.com. What I'll do from here is I'll record it. So I'm going to share share with you also what I want to do. I want to make it a little bit of, right? So with the little woof, I'm going to like speak into the mic with like a nice calm song, and I'm going to live my life that way. So I'm going to go ahead and read the prompt, and then I'm going to go into the other tool that we can use. So here's the prompt for you friends. In a room where peace is the prized treasure, let's market its virtue with measure of pleasure. Shifting the world from what doesn't align to consuming the essence that peace will define. Step into the market where harmony is sold, a new era of consumption, tranquil and bold. No longer enticed by anger's bitter taste, but lured by the serenity that peace embraced. Advertise peace like a captivating story, weaving words of compassion radiating glory. Craft slogans that ignite hearts and minds with messages of unity that bind. Billboards adorned with kindness allure, magazines adorned with empathy pour, advertisements painting a vision of grace, inviting humanity to embrace its embrace. Showcase the benefits of forgiveness profound, healing wounds, mending bonds all around, demonstrating the power of love's multiplication and every interaction a ripple transformation. Highlight the subtraction of prejudice and hate, the multiplication of love that knows no weight. Reveal the equation where peace is the key, a world united in its symphony. Create commercials that inspire reflection, challenge the norms with peaceful direction, broadcast the beauty of respect fusion, illustrating its impact and exponential solution. Let peace be the brand we all desire as we shed the layers of consuming fire, a collective shift, a conscious embrace, choosing products that add peace to life space. For in the market where peace is the trend, we'll find a world that doesn't just pretend, a world where consumption aligns with their heart, where peace is the life, choice from end to start. Did ChatGPT do it for me, or did ChatGPT do it for me? I'm excited because first of all, I like the way that it was output because it absolutely says everything that I need to say for my brand. It hits every spot that I want to hit in its messaging, and I want the world to know that I did not create this poem, that it was by AI. And there's some things about copywriting, things like that, that I also want to go into another video as it relates to taking ChatGPT content for your own. But I do want to share that this is an author of AI, and I'm going to put it out there for now to see what happens with this masterpiece by AI. Now, right before we go into the journal assignment for today, I do want to share one other tool, and I'm not going to go into it into detail because I didn't find too much value in it, but I can see where the value can get valued. So I'm going to share that with you all on my screen, and then we'll go into the journal prompt. Here is a website for those who are trying to generate ad. They don't want to think about it. They don't want to take a picture and write words on it. And they don't want to do a lot of that work. This is a AI tool that's artificial intelligence powered for your ad and social creative. So it generates the ads for you. So you'll put in things like your tagline, your images, your logos, and things like that, and then it'll create multiple ones for you to download. Right here on the website, we click on Generate Ad Creatives, and then you go ahead and sign up, and you put all your information in there. It will have you put in a bank card for a free trial, just for verification. Now, as I get into the website, I did start out with a few of the images that they already had on the site, and then I just put my information. So here, it generated a few ad contents for me. So I advertised peaceful equations. I had a typo there, so advertise them with your action. So I will go ahead and update that. Optional is you can put with your call to action here. And mine would be not Research Rabbit. That's another AI tool I want to go over, but it's going to be get a journal and then save it. I can look at the images. I updated images of the different equations that I have underneath the piece equations logo, and then I have like logos and fonts here that you can add, and then they absolutely render all these different types of ads for you. So as you can see here, this is just with me using one of their images that uploaded, and then I went down here and put in nothing. Actually, I don't know what I'm talking about. I have my logo here, which is faithful over fear. That's one of the equations that I'm going to be advertising, which is to be more faithful and be less fearful. Okay, and then that's it. So I don't know if these are everything to me, but what they have here, the conversion score, and a conversion score is based on the
the data. They're making sure colors look good together because it's all about captivating people and things like that. And so I like to do a little bit of what I would want to do and then add a little bit of what has already been tried and true with data, especially because I'm working with people or trying to advertise to people that I don't know. And this is not all about creative. It's about, using that data effectively. So this is a tool to check out. I just kind of wanted to show you the surface layer of this tool before we get into our journal assignment, if you wanted to use ads that were less creative. So friends, we are now at the end, which is where I'm going to share the journal assignment and journal question for today. It'll be very simple since we already went through a whole activity together. So our journal assignment is one simple question. How are you advertising whatever you want to market into this world? How are you advertising it? And when I say that this is going to be with our thoughts and our behaviors. What thoughts advertises X? What behaviors advertise X? So for me, I'm creating an entire brand of advertising peace. And maybe there is, for some, no absolute peace. There is no way to get to peace. But if I'm living in a world where all these other things are advertised, like food that's unhealthy for me, food that drains me, or products that don't serve a purpose but drains my bank account, what is the issue with us all advertising something different? The thing about advertising something different is the market is just going to follow the trend. So we start to create a trend of things that absolutely support and serve us in the humanity of human life, we might have something. But that's all today for you, friends. I hope that you enjoy the rest of your day. Until next time, hold on to you as much as you can. Hold on to your health, your being, and your mind. Be mindful. Bye.
Choose life, choose joy, choose peace over chaos.